Queries quality and percentage. Okay, we have the table queries and the 4 columns here. And the question is asking, we define query quality as the average of the ratio between query rating and its position. All right, so we see position and rating, which are numerical values. And there's a definition for poor query percentage. In many cases, your customer is going to ask you like, hey, this is my definition of this. They're going to give us a formula, okay? They're going to give us a definition, give us a formula, and we should be doing the calculation using SQL. So this is a great example of that. The calculation might change over time, but we need to understand how to write the SQL using these calculations. And then write a solution to find each query name, the quality and poor query percentage. Both quality and poor query percentage should be rounded to 2 decimal places. Return the result, blah, blah. Okay. So the input data looks like this. For each query, we have different results. And for each result, we have a position and a rating. Okay, I'm trying to make sense of the numerical data here. Like the position, I assume the higher it is, the better, and the rating, the position, the lower it is, the better. So 1 is better than 2, way better than 200 probably. And rating. Okay, so actually in the explanation, we can see the exact thing, what's going on. All right, so 5/1, rating over position. 5/2, rating over position. 1/200, rating over position. Sum all of this and then divide the sum by 3. Okay, now I'm going to convert this into SQL. Select query name and then sum rating over position. Just like the same idea, rating, position. And I'm gonna be summing that actually by query name because it's adding 3 of these by the query name. So for each query, we are summing the ratio of rating and position from queries group by query name. I'm gonna call this quality, right? I'll see. It's called the quality, even though I'm getting like a wrong answer here because I forgot to divide it by the total number of rows for each query, which in this case depends on the result. So I'm gonna say, put another aggregate function here, count. So count by query. For each query, we have 3 rows. So this is supposed to give me 3, but I didn't want to write it hard-coded. Seems like I'm on the right path. 0.65, 2.5. So I'm just gonna say round. Round it by 3. Sorry, by 2. Should be by 2. Nice. All I need to do is just change it, and then I'll be done with this calculation, and then I'll move to the second calculation. Nice. The second calculation is poor query percentage, which is 1/3. So which one is 1/3? What does that mean? The poor query percentage as the percentage of all queries with rating less than 3. So less than 3, this is less than 3, this is less than 3. Okay. For each query, I'm getting 1 For dog, I'm getting 1 less than 3. And this one also 1 less than 3. So here I'm going to use a function. Okay, I'm gonna use a function here. Wait, what happened? What happened here? Okay, I don't want to ruin what I've done. Here is the function, guys. Case when. I'm going to write like an elif statement, which is called case when. In this case, in the case that rating is less than 3, then I call it 1. Else I call it 0. I say end. So when I write it like this, I'll just say poor query. It's not a percentage yet, but anyways, I'll just keep it like this. I want to show you something. I forgot the comma here. Okay. I'm getting 0 for dog, and for cat I'm getting 1. But I already grouped it. If I didn't group, it will be different, but here's the idea. When I call rating, when the rating is less than 3, I say it's 1. It's not 2 or 1, it's 1 now. Otherwise, it's 0. So if it is 3, it's 4, I call it 0. So these are integers. If I sum them up, I will see how many times I'm getting less than 3 or over 3. So I need to use a sum function here. Just sum based on this condition. I think I need to put it after end, right? Nice. Now I'm getting 1 and 1. That means I'm getting this one, and I need to divide it by the total count. Again. Nice. How about it's multiplied by 100? Let's multiply it by 100. Okay, and round it by 2. Guys, what I need you to do is just go through each step by step, like I am doing. Don't try to tackle all the problems. Don't try to do all the calculations at once. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Now it's accepted, but as you can see that I did step by step. Like when I look at this query, it seems very complicated to me, but I written it myself actually. How did I do it? The way I did it was to do step by step, like tackle each problem, do each calculation step by step. So first I tried to find the rating over position and then sum it by each query and then divide by how many ever rows of the same query name. It could be 3, 4, 5, whatever. This is gonna give me the dynamic one. It could be like 3 dogs and 2 cats, but in that case, it will be like for dogs, it will divide for 3. For cats, it will divide it by 2. So that means it becomes dynamic. Instead of writing a static number over there, it should be like this because you never know how many times you get different values for dogs and cats. And then rounding is just like a, just a little detail. And here is the important concept of case when. You'll use this so much in SQL. In SQL, we don't have if, we have case. And you say, hey, if the rating is less than 3, I call it 1. If it is more than 3 and equal to 3, I call it 0. These are still numbers. These are not strings. So since these are numbers, I can do mathematical, like I can add them. So 1 plus 1, like let's say there two ratings that are less than 3, then it will be 1 plus 1 because I'm summing them. And yeah, so I divided by count because the same logic like here, and then use the round and group by query name. Guys, this question is a little bit harder, but let me see. It says easy. I think it's medium size, but anyways, if you like the question, I'm glad that you liked it. I would appreciate if you give me a like on YouTube. That will be nice. And I'll move on to the next questions, and I'll see you on the next one.